Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. In this session we are going to see how to generate gitlab-ci.yml file using Python script. So let's start. So in this document I have given two steps. First step, will create Python file like a generate yml.py file, and inside this Python file we'll define a two function. As a function 1 like generate YAML file template, and a function 2 will define as a create a job, and we'll call those function using the global variable. Like we'll pass one of the variable like build, test or deploy, and we'll create a template using the Python script. So let's go to our GitLab account, and this is our project create YAML file. Just click on the plus symbol, click on the new file, and give the Python file name like create a job.py. Inside this Python file we'll define a two function. First function like generate template, and it will return the template. So what it will return, just I'll show you. Simply it will return the YAML file template like stages. Suppose I will call in this parenthesis some variables, then after that here we'll define the job like variable hyphen job, then after that give the stage is in parenthesis, then we'll provide an image. By default image we can give like a ubuntu, and we'll give the script. We'll execute a small script like echo script has been generated by Python file. Okay, this is a small template which will create using this Python script. So in the second function we'll define like a create job. So in the create a job we'll use here one YAML file. Like we'll use a function like with open, and here we need to create suppose single underscore pipeline dot YAML file. So with open means it will create a YAML file and it will write the content inside this YAML file using this w keyword. W means write, and we give as f because we need to call it again, so that's why we are using f, and we'll write f dot write. So what we need to write inside this file, so we'll need to write this template. So let's copy this function and we'll paste it here, and we'll pass some values like variable, so which will get from the global variable. So now after that we'll create here the global variable using the if condition like if hyphen underscore underscore name underscore underscore equal to the main followed by colon, and we'll give here one variable like names. Inside the names we'll get the values variable using this args, using this sys of arg of v, and in this argument we'll give the value as a 1 because at while executing the Python command we'll pass the variable from there, and those variable will come here and it will store under the names variable. And also we want to split those variable like this. Then after that we'll pass this variable to this function. So like create a job names, so also we need to define the names here. So names, so multiple names will come here. So we need to pass the individual name there. So simply we'll use here a for loop for name in names, and after that it will write the data inside the generate template, and here we'll pass the value as a name. So the name which will come here, so those names, so what are the values will come under the name variable, so those values will print here as well. Suppose I will pass a argument as a build, so build will here came here, and the template will generate like a build, stage name as a build a job name, stage as a build, and it will store those YAML file inside this GitLab, this single pipeline.yaml file. So that is a format like which we have defined under the two function. So now we are using here the sys, so we need to define here we need to import here the sys and subprocess, because the sys module in the Python, it is used for the runtime environment, and it allows the operating on the entrepreneur, and it providing access to variables and functions. That's why we are using those sys and subprocess module also presenting the Python. It is used to run the new application or program to the Python code using the processes. So that's why we are using this sys and subprocess. So let's check everything is right, like syntax and everything. Import sys subprocess, define generate underscore template with followed by name colon, we are returning the script. Then in the second function we have defined the create a job with this value names. We are opening the single pipeline.yaml as a w, as a we are using a loop here to get the individual value like for name in the names, and we are passing those name to the generate template function. Then this is a global variable which is the function calling like create a job name. So now looks everything is good. Let's scroll down and commit the changes. Now let's go to our document and see our second step is .gitlab-ci.yml, and we have to define it two stages here like set a file and generate file. So let's go back to our project, create here new file and give the name like .gitlab-ci.yml, provide the stages like first stage is setup, second stage is trigger, give the job name, provide the stage, give the image we want to provide as a Python because we want to execute a script here. So under the script will directly print out executing Python script, and we'll write the Python command python 3. Our file name is create a job.py, and at the same time we'll pass the argument like a build. Using this build name it will create a new job template. The next we'll use here the artifact. Artifact we are using for storing these file like single pipeline.yaml. The template which is created by the Python script, the file will be stored under this artifact, and using those artifacts we'll generate new jobs. Then after that we'll use here the needs. So under the needs we'll give the setup, and then after that we'll use here the trigger keyword. Under the trigger we need to provide a path, so using the include include keyword, we can provide the path like we are including from the artifact. So include, and our file name is single pipeline.yml, and our job is setup. So simply we have defined two stages, setup and trigger. In the first stage we are using a Python image, and simply we are executing the Python script from here, passing by the argument value. And in the artifact we are storing the single underscore pipeline.yml file, which is generated by Python. And in the second stage, in the trigger, we have given the dependency occurs on the above stage, above job, and the trigger keyword which is used to trigger a new function, and we are using the include keyword where we are including from the artifact. So already artifact has been stored the single pipeline.yml, so same file we are using to generate a new job. So just scroll down and see, click on the commit. So there is no issue. Just click on the pipeline on the left side, build, and click on the pipeline. The file is been executing. Click on the running. The setup, the first job got failed because of the name build is not defined. Okay, so let's go back to our Python script and find out exactly what is an issue. Create a job.py, click on edit, and here we have given the build directly. Here we need to pass a name because we are getting the names from this variable. So just scroll down and commit the changes, go back to the pipeline, and monitor the pipeline. Let's wait for the execution. Now job got succeed. You can check on the right side as a browse, and single pipe underscore pipeline.yml has been generated. You can click on it and download it, and you can check. Just click on this file and you can see our job template has been created. Stages build job, image we have given, and script has been generated by Python file. Now let's go back to our pipeline. Let's go back and just refresh the page, and you can see the second stage trigger has been done as a downstream pipeline, and in the downstream pipeline the build job has been created and executed, and you can see the output. Script has been generated by Python file. So this is the way we can generate the YAML file, and we can execute those YAML file using the Python script. As we have execute and created only one stage, as a similarly we can pass the multiple values, and we can execute multiple stages as well. I hope guys you understand these things. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next session.